I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead when you're ready.
Thanks, Danny. Welcome everyone. It's good to see everybody at our final meeting of this term, as well as to wind down the year. So, I'd like to call this meeting to order at 3:48. So I'm going to get somebody to move the motion to adopt the minutes. Moved by Jim, second by Al. All in favor? And so moved. Are there any declarations of pecuniary interest?
No.
See, there are none. We'll just proceed to number 5, our committee business, to wind down, just to give the pros and cons, just what you think. And just to remind everybody that we are streamed live, so be careful what you say. If you got any negative comments about anything that we've had over the last little while, please refrain at the time, or we can go on camera if it's really important. So we get on with hall booking committee. Jim, can you get your synopsis of how you feel, how things went, or any recommendations for next year?
Who are you speaking to?
You, Jim. You're
okay.
on the booking committee, so.
Yeah, well, I thought the sales went really good for the size of the hall. Apparently, some people not happy with the food, maybe, or
I think just the way things were organized.
yeah,
The meatballs were fantastic. And
yeah, they were.
I know everybody else feels most people were happy with the meal once we got it. So
Yeah,
just the timing, which I think the hall has to price up a little bit how things are served.
the microphone issue was an issue.
Yeah, a big issue. Yeah. And not realize, I guess if we had pushed the microphone to the back corner where the stage used to be, we would have been fine apparently. But hindsight's a great virtue now. So,
Yeah.
So we got it over with. So Jim, your recommendation, we go out to tender again next year, or what's everybody feel?
Well, I think wherever you go next year, you're going to have to vote on it. I mean,
Yes.
I think you still need options. I mean, the biggest problem was, I think that John Michaels set the bar pretty high.
Yes. Yeah.
But
So I think costing a big thing as we speak. Everything just keeps going up in price. So we'll have to take that into consideration also.
the cost is going to be a big deal next year for sure.
And so we might have to, depending on what the prices come back at, we might have to bump it up a bit for sure, Jim.
Yeah.
Cindy or Al, any comments to go with what Jim has to say?
Yeah, no, I agree with him. I think we're gonna, we'll have to relook at it again and see what we think is gonna be good for us next year, I mean, it was okay, but yeah, the microphone was a big negative, but that's,
Hindsight now, not much you can do.
something
But
we would fix if we went back there last year or next year, we'd go to the other end, right?
yes,
But I don't even think that would work for the viewing. I don't
Well,
think the other end would work. That's the problem.
that's another problem too, which we'll have to address it if we decide to go back.
We'll figure it out next year, but yeah, we'll definitely open it up again.
Sounds good. Thanks, Cindy. Anything further, Al?
No, I thought it was fine. Seeing that it's a community event, of course, it'll be up to the new committee. I think it should go out for tender just to give everybody in the community an option, or the ability to bid on it, and then it'll be up to the new committee.
Sounds good. Okay, thanks. Ticket sales. Jim brushed on it slightly. How does everybody feel about the new format and so on?
Well, I'll speak on that, Tim, if you.
Right, Al?
I thought it worked great. There was a few glitches at the door. Again, hindsight being 2020, we could have done this instead of that. And those recommendations can just be passed on, but I thought it was very simple. We only had 2 no-shows. We knew they weren't coming. And it went simpler than it's gone in other years.
That's good. Just have to take into consideration, it was about $600, and we came pretty close to breaking even with I'll touch base with next thing in the program, let you know how those sales are going. But Cindy, do you feel the same way, Jim?
Yeah.
We should probably recommend to go back to
Great,
next.
yeah. I loved it.
That saved a lot of aggravation at this end.
Yeah, and the seating seemed to go a lot smoother too, like the people getting to their tables properly and everything. That was good.
So it's more simpler for you to designate tables if that's the case.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Sounds good. Okay, thanks, guys. So program sales, we're still working on that. Carmen did a pretty good job at the end. Everything came through at the end. So thankfully, we sold quite a few advertisements and support was great. We had comments like Al got the one from his employer that wonder why nobody's ever asked him before. So that's a plus. So we've got probably about 7 left to collect. And once that's done, we should probably use very little, if any, of the city's $3,000. Right now, we're at a break-even point. I'm just waiting for Carmen to give me from Curtis to give me the exact cost of the plaques, the meal, and the programs and so on are covered as we stands now. So that's a plus side. That I say again, it didn't cost the city anything to put the venue event on.
I mean, as long as we break even, that's a big plus, isn't it? I mean, isn't that,
Yes.
that's what we're striving for?
Yeah, we do have $3,000 seed money that has been approved year after year from council. And this one, we told you we come probably better than we have in past. Even. So they say it should be pretty close to making money maybe for the city, a few dollars to go back to them even, which is a big plus all the way around. So the plaque and trophy committee, well, that's plain and simple. It's done. I think everybody's pretty well happy with their keepers and so on. And I know everybody else, where they got any vibes on putting the additional pages in the program this year also, like the white and the EGROF usually don't get recognized with pictures. So I think that any of you getting any feedback with that way at all, or?
I got some, it was all favorable.
Sounds good. Yeah. The only downside with the program sales, we went for 100 programs and then the agendas. How did that go over? Did you guys get any vibes on that? Good, bad, or?
I didn't hear one complaint about the number of programs that were out there.
Well, in past, we usually probably have 100 or 200 left over. I dug one of the garbage at the end of the night so we could have one, and we had one spare. So there was no waste, which was nice. And then Print 3 were nice enough to give us 10 to give to the sponsors. But at least they'd have some idea what their ad looked like as per page. So
yeah.
Okay, so that was good also. So the banquet committee, well, we've discussed that. Anybody think further on like the banquet, what pluses, minuses, what we should or shouldn't do next time?
No, I think we got it. I think we got it down. Okay.
After 15 years, it's probably right, Cindy.
Yeah.
I think the girls did a great job there. I personally.
Yeah, everything went well, and like I say, except for some of the glitches at the hall, I think everything went well. So, and then I know our tellers here at the credit union don't mind not having the sales, right, Cindy? So
Yes.
So that's a plus. And then if we have it, the nice enough thing is you've got everybody's email. So if we got any thing to go back and forth to whoever bought the tickets, that was a big plus also. So, and the bio committee, good job again, Cindy, getting that done. So thank you on that one. And the other thing further, I noticed the Russian were pretty well through it. So anybody else got any pros or cons? Nope.
No.
Anyhow, as chair, everybody, I want to thank everybody for the input and the work we did this year and over the last 4 years. Everybody realizes this is the end. And so hopefully everybody, I know, Jim, I think you're thinking of retiring after this one.
Yeah, I think I am.
And Dr. We appreciate your work, Jim. Are you okay to bring everybody up to speed on why you're retiring, Jim? Are you okay with that, what we talked the other day?
No, I don't mind telling you. The COVID and the Zooming really did me in. I like the personal touch, and I really miss that. I mean, it's great when you meet like this, but sometimes people are there, people aren't there. Got to be careful what you say when you're on camera.
Yeah, and your other reason also, I appreciate, Jim, that you feel that you've had your input on your era. Not that you're quitting for that reason, but that is good advice also.
Yeah, I did mention that to Tim. My era, I think a lot of the people from my era are already on the wall. So I feel that some of the input I have from earlier on really isn't there. I know the younger people you have, like Al and Cindy and Marcia, they have full contact with the TAA, and I don't have that at all anymore.
No, that device is important. Really appreciate, Jim. And like I say, now we've got your era done. Now we're up to Al's and Cindy's era going forward. And if we get some, and then Marcia coming in behind that.
Yeah.
So if we get that succession planning going forward, that's great advice. If we get that in the minutes of the next committee, at least we know that that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, I think you need somebody with a better pair of running shoes than I've got.
The downside with that now is that you don't get a long tenure like the TA. If you do a year or two as president, that longevity just isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
I think Gene Citrino's probably have 7 or 8 years, so he's probably the one that's probably more advisable just in his era. But and then Marsha, they say she's a different aspect. So we've got the younger generation there.
Yeah.
Or if we get somebody younger than that going forward, even more so.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your input over the years, Jim, and your work is greatly appreciated. And
Thank you.
hopefully Al and Cindy will be back next year, and we'll have to get Eddie and everybody realize they have to reapply come the next term.
Yes.
So we'll touch base with everybody once that gets out. I'm sure Joanne will publicize it just when it goes to the streets and get everybody back on board. So anyhow, thanks so much, everybody. It's been a great 4 years and 15 years on the way. So we just look forward from here.
Yep.
Anyhow,
Thanks, Tim. And thanks for the leadership this year. Great job.
well, tell the truth, one thing that did work, which we didn't do in the past, everybody had their hands in, which was fantastic. And I think everybody feels a little bit more wanted too than 1 or 2 people carrying the load.
Yeah.
So thanks very much, everybody, and we'll look forward to the next term.
Okay.
Thanks again.
Okay.
So we'll call adjournment at 4 o'clock. Thank you.
Okay.
Take care, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.